Hi Libra, this is going to be your mid-September reading. It's good for the sun, rising, moon, or Venus sign of Libra. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches. Check your rising, moon, or Venus sign on my other channel, Soma Chandra Tarot, if this doesn't resonate. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, the link to the website to schedule is in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Libra Nation. Subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. But I do read for all 12 zodiac signs on my sister channel called Soma Chandra Tarot. I'm going to do the spread a little differently. I've been feeling kind of bored and stuck, and Spirit has been pressing me to make an upgrade and a change. So, from one reading to the next, you guys, there's going to be a lack of predictability in how I do the reading until I find something that feels good and feels right. I am going to leave comments turned on for the purpose of constructive criticism. If you like the flow of this reading, tell me, because I like doing the you versus them spreads, but I feel like it's kind of tabloid tarot. And I know that single people that are not at all involved with someone at the moment watch them anyways, and it's destructive and not good for you. So I want to try to do readings that are a little bit more constructive. But you can apply this to any part of your life, okay? But this is probably going to be about relationship. I did use the Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck, and I got for you guys Sacred Beetle Spirit, magic works through you, and Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait, Flamingo, embrace the in-between. So right now, in the middle of the month, at least for the next 3 to 5 days, I think that you guys are having a hard time allowing magic and the energy of spirit and the universe to flow through you. You might feel somewhat blocked up. You're watching and waiting for something, and you are trying to embrace the in-between. You are being asked to embrace an in-between time in your work, in relationships, in something. You seem to be waiting for something. And the advice is to watch and wait, but I'm reading them a little bit more intuitively tonight. I think this watching and waiting, you're having a hard time allowing universe to flow through you. You're just meant to try to breathe through it and embrace an in-between. If you do not like the in-between phase, it's time to find something constructive to pour into. What's come out of the deck so far for you, Libra, is the Hangman, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. Some of you might be connecting to a Pisces or an Aries. But I consider the Fool any of the lighthearted signs. I also equate it with Sag, Libra, or Gemini. Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. You're trying to move on to calmer waters. You might be connecting to someone else that is. So I think you're kind of hung up. I think you are paused. This is an in-between time for you. You might be not feeling very uncomfortable. You're trying to let your soul and your earthly body align with one another so that you can take a new perspective and experience enlightenment. That you're just dealing with a Pisces. And I think you're trying to see something differently. I think you're in a situation right now that's at kind of a stalemate and you're having a hard time moving forward. The Fool is always about embracing the beginner's mindset and being lighthearted and adventurous and carefree. It's the most powerful card in the deck. I think you're afraid to take a risk moving forward. And I think you might be overthinking something, or something is just left on pause. And there will be no, like, the new beginning hasn't come in. I think it's because there's something you're trying to move on from. And I think that that situation has drained you. I have a Two of Pentacles here as well. So the twos are about balance and synthesis. I think you've overthought something. And I think that you can't, I think you're in a mode of reprioritization. The cycle up until now you've been in might have drained you. It might have triggered feelings of inadequacy. And I think you're just trying to move on and leave the past behind. I clarified it. I used my baby deck. It's the deck I use for children often, but it's small, so it works for me tonight. Seven of Wands in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. So trying to break old cycles. You might feel as though up until now you've had a hard time tolerating stress with the ups and downs of life. You might even feel like you experienced bad luck. There's been bad timing For a new cycle to come in, I think you've felt totally overwhelmed with the Seven of Wands in reverse. I think it's a cycle that you can't, you can't have a new beginning with a specific person, or you're having a hard time moving forward from a cycle that you're still trying to break that totally overwhelmed you. But I do see that you're trying to just consider it a personal setback and move on, focusing more on the positive than the negative. The Five of Cups in reverse speaks to self-forgiveness. So I see you guys like throwing in the towel with something, trying to break a cycle that's been difficult for you to break, just trying to forgive yourself and move on. Yeah. What else is going on for Libra right now? How is Libra feeling? I will see if the energy around you pops up in this reading, and then I might do a different spread too to look at an energy around you. But I really want to focus on you first. How is Libra feeling right now? How is Libra feeling? The Ace of Cups in reverse. So self-love. The Seven of Wands in the upright. The defenses are back up again. Ace of Wands in reverse. It's at the bottom now. The Two of Wands. Well, you're still invested in the future. There may be two people or two paths in front of you. The Two of Wands in the upright is an investment. In the reverse, it's a divestment. So wanting to discover more, in a mode of discovery, in a mode of making decisions in a way that's empowering to you. I think you're very focused on loving yourself right now. And I think your guard is up with the Seven of Wands. In this deck, she's going through the woods, and all of these trees she's imagining are shadows when they're really just trees. So I think with these aces in reverse, Libra, and this Fool in reverse, I think you definitely are in an in-between phase, and you're meant to have more self-love and face any repressed emotions that you have and listen to your intuition. This is interesting. This looks so much like, for anyone that's Catholic, Mass, because there's the wine and there's the wafer. I think you're just worshiping yourself right now. And I don't mean to offend anyone that's Christian about that. Like, of course, you still worship your God. I think that there have been delays and distractions. Definitely afraid to take the risk. Why is that happening? Tell me more about this card combination, Spirit. Too many cards. Two of Cups in reverse. I think there's a lot of distrust, and you're focused way more on self-love. You haven't been able to get together to have a heart-to-heart connection with a person. The Lovers in reverse. One more, please. Gemini energy here. Ten of Swords in reverse. One more wants to come out. The Page of Wands. They're telling me to put this back, but this is a call to co-creation. This is a call to discover more. The Ace of Swords. I know that you want to have a breakthrough because you're still invested in the future. So I think that the reason there have been delays for a new start to happen between you and a specific person, or a new person that you have not met yet, is that you're learning to love yourself and trust yourself. You might not have been able to, there might have been disharmony and distrust between you and someone up until now. A breakup might be happening, but this Two of Cups in reverse is about self-love. The Ten of Swords in reverse is about healing and still rejuvenating from something that really hurt. It's also possible that you can't allow new things to come into your life, even if they're not relationship, because you're avoiding an inevitable painful ending with someone or in another part of your life. But I see you rejuvenating and healing. The Lovers in reverse has a pretty specific message usually, where we feel a really strong connection to someone. The Lovers in reverse talks to me about future faking, where you dive in way too quickly with a person, and then you realize your values don't line up the way you thought they did, and that you moved way too fast. I think no new energy is coming in for you, or a new cycle has not started between you and a specific person or a new person, because you're still learning to love yourself and trust yourself. Both the Lovers in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse talk about coming into alignment with yourself. Yeah. What actions are Libras taking moving forward at this time? In particular with love. Something may have to end before something else can come in. The Sun in reverse. So lack of clarity, Six of Swords, or the Sun is going down on something and you are trying to move on. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, but you're feeling super impatient. One more. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Chariot. Determination though. So I think the Sun is going down on something for you, but it hasn't set entirely yet. Leo here with this. This is where we do need to lighten up a little bit. And our ego is coming into play because the Sun in reverse talks about either being pessimistic, overly pessimistic, or overly optimistic. When that happens, your ego does get in the way. You realize you've been operating under a false impression, maybe. There's been a lack of clarity. There's been unrealistic expectations and even some pessimism. I think you guys are just feeling kind of down. Your inner child might be coming out right now and wanting some attention, but you know, with the Sun in reverse to the Six of Swords, it's kind of a somber energy of really trying to heal. The Six of Swords is a rite of passage where we stop circling the harbor with something and we leave something behind, all the way behind. In this deck, someone is behind her. Can you see how she's reaching for her? And it's interesting because I think it's the Queen of Wands here, because they're both wearing red. And so, Libra, you could either be the person on this boat or you're the person reaching for the person on the boat. And at this point, you don't have a long-term plan moving forward. You lack long-term vision. It's limited success and reward right now. You're feeling some impatience. Maybe, you know, in this deck, it's someone sleeping in a pumpkin patch, and this scarecrow is sort of protecting her almost, standing over her, warding off anything. It's like you waited for something with this card, but I don't think you want to do that anymore. I think right now with the Queen of Wands in reverse, some of you might have been connecting to a fire sign and you're not. Some of you tried to create a very strong, passionate, fiery environment for a person. There could have been a fiery, passionate relationship that you were having and now you are not. It's when the Queen of Wands comes in reverse, sometimes she battles her need for attention that she's not getting. Her shadow side comes out. And all the queens and kings have a shadow side. This Queen of Wands, her shadow side is focusing more on self-respect and self-confidence, feeling introverted and sort of distorted when she's meant to be sitting pretty and feeling very determined. So all of my Libras, masculine and feminine, might be having a hard time feeling determined and courageous and confident. It's a time of reestablishing your sense of self. Tell me more about why this is happening. I mean, I think the Oracle cards say a lot in and of themselves. Why is this happening for Libra? Oh, here's the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. It's like you want to wait, but look how tired he looks. But you know that you can't. Four of Pentacles in reverse. You have got to let go of something that you held on very tightly to. It's like you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. It's almost like and see how it's sunset in this deck? And he's hot and sweaty and tired. You put so much work into something. The sun is going down on it. The sun's going down on it here in the Seven of Pentacles. But the Four of Pentacles in reverse is about shedding the old and losing something that you clung on to really tightly. You hold on, but you also hold back as a result. Or this is the Five of Pentacles, I'm sorry. But I've said four for some reason. I think that you guys are trying to recover from some kind of a loss and break even. But it does suggest a spiritual impoverishment. Here's the Page of Wands. I think you know that it's time to go calling for something else here. with this Page of Wands, looking for new inspiration, wanting to be in the mode of discovery. Once you're able to break free from that and let go, we've got the Fool at the bottom of the deck again here, having a really hard time moving forward. Why are you having a hard time moving forward with the Fool? I mean, I think you're afraid of being reckless or foolish. The King of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I think that you've been dealing with either a masculine or a feminine that's not very grounded. They either overinvest in the Pentacle realm or they underinvest in it. The King of Pentacles in reverse often is unsupportive and not goal-driven. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is a person who is not very inspired to get to the job done, or they expect perfection, or they don't put a lot of work into something, or they're overly critical. They work on something because they've got nothing better to work on. I think you're not going to move forward until you feel like you yourself can get into this energy, or that the person you're connecting to will. The Tower is in reverse. I have the Three of Cups here as well. This could have been a triangulation of some kind, and you were waiting for something to change, or you want healing with a person, but that's not happening. Okay. Let me just take a quick look at someone that you might be connecting to. And all these cards are going to stay in the same position because it's the same reading. Spirit, show me further for Libra if there's a person they're connecting to. How does this, and if you're not connecting to anyone right now, you can click off if you want to. Show me the person, Libra, that is in their energy. This person's the Hermit. They're searching their soul. They feel the need to spend some time alone. The Queen of Cups in reverse. They could be hanging out with distorted feminine energy, or they're feeling very emotional right now. They are also the Fool in reverse. You're mirroring each other. So you could be dealing with a fire sign and a water sign, by the way. And for my masculines, if that's the case, you're not ready to commit or put work into either of them, because you definitely don't want to take a risk. And I think a person you're focused on doesn't want to take a risk either. So this person is withdrawn. They feel the need to search their soul. They're very emotional, or they're connecting to a feminine energy that's overly emotional and easily influenced by their emotions to the point where codependency might be coming into play. This person needs a lot more self-care and self-love. Either that, or they're focused on someone that is. This person might be reckless. Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse? The Chariot in reverse. This person could be a Cancerian. This person's not able to move forward. They're not very driven to succeed. Their GPS is turned off. And they too are just moping about something, probably recalling the past. I think this person, I just heard sitting on my dreams. Why is the Fool in reverse for this person? Page of Swords in reverse. This person's not very good at communication. Communication is very scattered and on again, off again. Or this person, there's all talk, no action. This person is also having a hard time breaking cycles. I think timing might be off for both of you. And it's interesting, the Hermit is older and wiser, but there's this divestment into the Fool energy, which is a newbie. I think this person's having a hard time thinking of new ways to communicate and discover more. Everyone's resistant to change. How does this person feel about Libra? Temperance in reverse. While they're excessive, they run hot and cold. They can't really strike a balance here. They are not being patient. There is no healing. There's no perspective here. There's an excess to some degree of something. They can't bring balance and peace and calm and perspective to the situation. They are in the energy of judgment. All major arcana here. One more, please. This person has a major choice to make. And with the Two of Swords in reverse, they are having a very hard time making it. A very hard time making it. It's at a stalemate. They're at this crossroads. They know they need to make a decision that will bring ascension, but they cannot find the balance. and they can't choose. What action will this person take towards Libra? What action? Death in reverse. They won't let something die that needs to end. But at the same time, oh, I think they feel like they missed an opportunity with you. Okay, here's the Lovers in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you're both trying to slowly make progress in a situation where you felt a place of lack. This person, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Gemini. This person's very afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. They are going through some kind of a personal transformation, but they are struggling with it. They cannot plant this seed with this pentacle here. This could also be an extension of you as well, Libra, like towards this person. Understand that could be what's happening as well. And again, with the Lovers in reverse, this is where we rush in really quickly. And someone might be very paranoid that someone else has more than one choice, or someone would not give up their choices. This person will not give up their choices, but at the same time, they feel like they've missed an opportunity with you. How does this person really feel about Libra? Knight of Cups in reverse. They over romanticize things. Either that or they're super emotional. This person could have had a tantrum and stormed off, or they will not consistently express emotion. The Knight of Cups is pretty difficult to sustain. It has an overactive imagination and can be very unrealistic. Like this Knight will write you a romance novel, but then get stressed out and can't put their money where their mouth is. This person could be jealous. They could be moody. They're an emotional person, but they can't consistently express from the heart chakra, but they sure know how to go from the passion department. I think this person, how they really feel about you is that they romanticize something in the moment, but couldn't sustain those expressions of love. This person might also cling to charm and youth and beauty, okay, which we all have a tendency to do. If you are over 40, this Knight of Cups energy is really only for creative projects and work and the beginning of new cycles in love. It needs to turn into a king or a queen eventually. This person is a very passionate person and very rebellious as well. So it was very passionate. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Two of Cups in reverse. At this point, you're both in the Two of Cups in reverse energy. Someone is walking away. There could be marriage or family involved, long-term stability. Like this person might have walked away and then gotten married, or if they are married, they stay married. I think this person is very focused on their own personal goals at this time. Spirit, what is your advice for Libra? Don't click off. The advice is important. Unless, of course, you want to keep going around in the same cycle. Spirit is here for us if we listen. Okay, perspective, and it's in reverse. Your perspective on this situation definitely needs to change, Libra. When this card comes in reverse, it's about seeing things only in absolutes and being black and white and being unable to see potential moving forward outside of what's in front of you. Someone is unwilling to change and there's a narrow point of view. The affirmation is that you need to be open to new perspectives and ask yourself what experiences may be currently influencing your attitude. The perspective card is asking, are you the painter or are you the observer? Are you the consumer or are you the creator? It's much easier to judge someone else's work than it is to create it. You need to be creating your own work here. It's time to check to see if your past beliefs or prejudices are influencing how you're viewing the situation or person. And while we all have certain lenses we see life through, it can begin to skew your objectivity. So you might be having a hard time being objective. What you've been doing so far may not have been working, and it's time to look at things from a wider viewpoint and tackle the issue at hand from a different approach. And I think you're trying with the Hangman, seeing something differently. That was the first card that came out for you. Have a flexible way of being when it comes to solutions and creativity. Too much control will kill your creativity. Can you find depth where you think there may be none? Okay, look beneath the surface for yourself. What's at the bottom of this deck now? Perseverance. Oh. Some of you might be persevering in a situation that you're meant to be letting go of because you moved too quickly. You're meant to stay focused on your goals though. Just run through it. Here's a badger. Make sure you're not badgering a person and don't let them badger you. Allow the magic to flow through you. And if you have to watch and wait, it's meant to help you embrace an in-between time and help you gain perspective on the situation and what you create and why. All right, Libra. So that's your message for the middle of September from the 15th through the 18th. I hope it resonates with you. I hope it helps you. I hope you guys will like this way I did it. I did do it kind of the same, but a little bit differently. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.